Oh, hey, I'm looking for the countdown, and of course, the countdown didn't come. So here I am live in the backyard again. Another beautiful sunny day. It is day 7. Now, here's the fun thing that I've noticed clean eating, day 7, day 38, alcohol free, but day 7, being clean. So go and had Tara weigh and measure me this morning, and what I found was something really, really interesting, and that was this. After the 7 days, lost 7.5 pounds. I'm 3.5 pounds away from the goal of being at 200 and then going below 200. Here's something fun and wonderful. In my practice as a therapist, I would always say, you know what, we want slow and steady weight loss. Then I got listening to and following some of JJ Virgin's material, and I thought, you know what, she says, hey, fast weight loss is great because it is really what keeps you motivated and keeps you on track. So here's my thing now, little change of heart. Okay, so fast weight loss works. Here's the key. It's got to be part of your lifestyle, and it's got to be sustainable. Loved hearing back from a friend, Leanne, and she's in, I'm going to say, Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. Sorry for being so slow on that, Leanne. Married to Bruce Vance, Leanne Saddlemar. Anyway, she's been doing great. She's on a Weight Watchers program, and that's fantastic. Whatever you're having success with. Now, keep this in mind. We always want our diets to be, or our ways of eating to be, healthy. We want them to be sustainable, and of course, we want to, you want to have as little garbage in that as possible. So you don't want to get injections to do it. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that if you find great success with it, but keep in mind you want it to be sustainable for a long period of time. So often we get going on these binges, these crazes to lose weight, and we forget that the reason why we want to lose weight is to be healthy, and healthy for the rest of the life, right? The rest of our lives. And that's really what we want. So in moving forward, I say, okay, I'm done day 7. I've lost 7.5 pounds. Well, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Where am I going to go from there? I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep being healthy. Notice that I've lost about 3 inches all around. The tummy doesn't stick out as far. Those of you that saw pictures of me before may notice the jaw is a little bit less swollen, and that's one of the things about eating healthier too. A couple other things, been getting out in the sun a little bit, wearing sunglasses a lot. Make sure you get your sunscreen on. I have been doing that, but still doesn't prevent those raccoon eyes. But that said, it's the summertime, so we want to be as healthy as possible. So as you move forward, if you're following along with this, keep this in mind. You can follow my Facebook page here and follow the live posts. The videos will be available, and they're always going to be here. If you find something there that you like, you've got questions about it, by all means, ask me. Now, I am not the end-all and be-all of authority. I don't profess to be. What I found is some things that work for me. You find some inspiration in that for you, by all means, incorporate it into your life. Ultimately, you're going to be the one that decides, but I'm going to point out some interesting things to you here. If you're having headaches all the time, if you're having migraines all the time, if you feel lethargic all the time, if your weight won't go away, maybe it's time to change the diet. Maybe it's time to get rid of the sugar. Maybe you've actually got too much processed food. Joe Cross always pointed out and he's the one that did Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. He pointed out that when he went and started juicing, he was able to get off all of his medications. But what was the real thing he was doing there? He was getting rid of the crap. He was getting rid of a lot of the sugar. He was eating green. He was reducing carbs. So there's a message in that. In all of these so-called diets, you're going to find out, oh, hey, Clayton, yeah, thanks. The hair is gray. Yes, that's my natural color. That's the whole point. And yes, Tara, thank you. Looking great. You guys are all fabulous. I appreciate the support. I'm just getting back to my natural self, and my natural self is not 20 pounds overweight. My natural self is what you see. It's been a hard journey, and it's been a tough looking at myself, and I had to say to myself, what am I hiding from? And I got to love myself a little bit more. And if you find that you're one of those people that you're always hiding from yourself, well, maybe it's time to make a change there too. Who knows? Hey, the goal is to be healthier. Eat the things that make sense to you, okay? And by the way, that's not chips, that's not pop, that's not stuff like that. That stuff's got all sugar in it. Eat healthy and eat more natural. Yeah, there it is out there. Eat more naturally. I'm sure you're going to find that you're going to be having much more fun in life. The clothes are going to fit better, and the transformation is going to actually happen really quickly. So this is my journey. I'm hoping to inspire some people to join along. If you've got Valerie, thank you very much. If you've got some inspirations you'd love to share, Leanne, thanks for sharing yours. Gary shared his the other day. And some of the people that are just behind the scenes, you know what works for you? You know, I'm sure somewhere along the way we're going to find some truth in this that works for all of us. We're going to find out ultimately sugar really is the enemy, and we've got way too many carbs in our diet. Keep this in mind. Back in 1905 or so, we had about 3 pounds of sugar in our diet a year. Now we're almost up to 200. Guys like my friend Jim Archer, who just joined in. Jim, you know, you're an inspiration to me too. I look at you and I see this guy who's lean and fit, and I think to myself, you know what? I can do that. I can make that happen. So you can make that happen too. Cut the sugar out. Find a way that works for you, and I'll be chatting to you tomorrow. You guys have yourself a great day. I welcome your comments. If you've got any comments about, and yes, Matt, it is about common sense, right? It is about common sense, but hey, you just got back from Calgary Stampede. What do you know about common sense when you're waiting in line to get some of that junk food, eh? It tastes so good, yet it's so bad for us. That said, you find some inspiration here. You find some things you'd like to share. Leave those comments below. Be polite, be respectful, because everyone's on their own journey, of course, too. And at the end of the day, here's what we're going to find. We're going to find that there is a truth in here, and that truth is maybe a little different for you, maybe a little different for me. We're all on our own journey. This is my journey. You guys, for now, have yourself an amazing day, and we'll chat soon.